Hi folks, welcome to Crisco's Corner. Unfiltered commentary. And not your truth, the real truth. Hi folks, welcome back. We're going to get into the incredibly stupid, clueless realm here. This is like Twilight Zone stuff. This is former mayor, thank God, Bill DiBlasio. And look at his name there on the right. Former mayor of New York, proud Brooklynite, fighting for working people no matter how much you make or where you live. So, that's okay. His pronouns are he and him. How about dumb and dumber? Those are probably more appropriate pronouns. Now, this moron is going to be spending his every waking hour from now on fighting inequality in New York City. If I remember right, there'll be some stats. Now, I live in upstate New York, which might as well be Mars compared to New York City. I wish upstate was a separate state, but Washington would never allow it, neither would Albany. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, 2/3 of New York City is non-white. That's my understanding from memory. It's a minority, they call it. So are they really a minority? Basically, my understanding is roughly, this is just roughly speaking, a third is white, a third is Hispanic, and a third is black. And there's some probably others mixed in there, Asian. I'm not sure what they qualify, a small percent. Then there's Asian Indians, and, you know, it gets complicated. But basically, that's the gist of it. But we all know that this is a minority city. So how the hell is this inequality that he speaks of in New York City? Yeah, there's people that treat each other poorly, but that's not inequality. Anyway, this moron was considering running for governor of the state of New York. Now, obviously, to be governor of the state of New York, you don't have to have any qualifications except for fogging up a hand mirror with your nose. I think it was DiBlasio that ran for president, I think, for like a week, 5 days. People that collect his political memorabilia. No, seriously. I bet you if there's any Bill DiBlasio for president signs around, 10, 20 years from now, they've worth a ton of money. And there's people that collect that stuff, believe me. I was involved in local politics here in upstate New York. I was a councilman in the early 2000s. And there's a lot of people that collect lawn signs, and you'd be surprised. Presidential, congressional, county, statewide offices, you name it. It's quite a hobby to have. It's really interesting. But anyway, let's listen to Dumb and Dumber. I want to make sure I get his pronouns right. He's going to explain what he's going to do and his little look back, I guess, on his stewardship as mayor of the city of New York. So let's listen, shall we? If you can stomach it. Don't drink anything while he's doing this because you'll probably spit it out.
This is my block right here in Brooklyn. This is where Charlene and I raised our family. We love this place. We love our neighbors. And 9 years ago, this is where we announced my campaign for mayor of New York City. And we said we were going to take on inequality. Head on, the tale of two cities. Take it on. Naysayers said it couldn't be done. But we proved together we could make a big change. Now, I made my fair share of mistakes. I was not good with groundhogs at all. Probably shouldn't have gone to the gym. But you know what? We changed things in this town.
So that's what he admits were mistakes. He went to the gym too much, and he dropped a groundhog on Groundhog Day. This hole, that's what he admits to? Are you serious? You know how many hundreds of thousands, and I mean that literally, lives he's destroyed with his lockdowns and his authoritarian nature? How he's gutted the NYPD? You got to be kidding me. He shouldn't have grabbed the groundhog and went to the gym too much? Are you out of your mind? How self-unaware are you?
Pre-K for every child, now 3K coming on. Hundreds of thousands of affordable apartments. We changed policing to make it fairer. We showed you could do big things. Green New Deal.
Yeah, this moron actually said with the eviction moratoriums, I hope these big landlords go out of business and we'll be able to pick up these multi-million-dollar buildings, pennies on a dollar, and make them into low-income housing and screw the people out of their property. Because they still had to pay the property taxes, even though they weren't collecting a penny in rent.
Cutting carbon emissions, making the city greener and cleaner for the future. We proved we could do big things.
Oh, you mean your caravan of cars, police cars? Or helicopters taking you to the gym? You know how much fuel a helicopter must eat up? You pompous.
We took on COVID, global pandemic, went from epicenter to the safest place in this country.
And yeah, you went to the safest place. You piece of Donald Trump, when he was president, you hated his guts. So when ships were put off the coast, and the Javits Center was set up in New York City, by the way, ironically, where Hillary Clinton was going to give her acceptance speech when she won the presidency, were filled with top-notch doctors, beds, operating rooms. Same with the ship off the coast of New York. And you, in Governor Cuomo, weren't going to use them, decided we're not giving Donald Trump a victory. And you let people die because you didn't want to give Donald Trump a victory. You helped with COVID and made people safer? Are you out of your mind? You arrogant ass.
Most importantly, we proved once and for all, you can fight inequality. You can turn it around. So this is the right place for me to share some news with you. No, I am not going to be running for governor of New York State, but
You're not going to run for governor. Now, I say that kind of sadly because there's no way he would have won the nomination. But I've loved to have seen this ass go around upstate New York, where I live, wherever he was going to probably show up here once. I don't care what time of day or night it was. I would go there and I would tell this guy, you are a massive piece of... And would have made the local news because I'm a little bit known in the area, and that would have been awesome. But I'm going to miss that, unfortunately. It's amazing to me. I'm going to devote every fiber of my being to fight inequality in the state of New York. Oh, so you're going to branch out. Gosh, I'm warm and fuzzy all over. This guy is such an ass. You know, I'm going to fight for this, and I'm going to fight for that, and I'm going to fight for justice. It means nothing. Which means he's probably going to get some Harley show or no-show jobs at $200,000-300 grand a year each on a board of some nonprofit that show up maybe once every 60 days that are nonprofits to fight injustice. This sucks so bad. He's got millions already. Look, all the money his wife funneled off.
I am going to devote every fiber of my being to fight inequality in the state of New York. We've got a lot to do together. I'm going to share some more news with you in the days ahead. And let's keep this fight going because we've proved change can happen in New York. Good things ahead. Thank you, everybody.
Look at this idiot. You know, I used to think you guys were just grifters and they just did this for politics or monetary gain or both. This hole actually believes it. He's going to go around the state of New York fighting inequality. It's not bad enough that you gutted out one of the major metropolitan cities in the world with your crap and your draconian authoritarian ways, You want to spread it around the rest of New York. Thanks, but no thanks. Go attend to some groundhogs. They must have groundhog farms somewhere. That's what he admitted he did wrong. Can you believe it? He mishandled the groundhog and went to the gym too much. Stop voting for these people. Stop voting for these progressive Democrats. If I say it slower, will you understand better? Until next time, goodbye and good luck.